Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast, High Risk for Heartbreak. I am your host, Christina, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. For those of you who are new here, I pray you find value in at least one thing I say today. And to my old and faithful returning crew, you know just how much I appreciate you. Without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm very excited for this episode because as a lover of music, especially holiday tunes, this time of the year has some very amazing, joy-bringing, somber, sometimes salient, and outright fun music to add to the spirit of Christmas. Now, I tend to err on the side of loving more classical types of tunes, and that can be anywhere from true oldies to new age oldies like 90s, 2000s, 70s, 80s. But we are going to go through the best songs of the last 100 years, okay? Now I know many of you have additions that you want to make and subtractions to my list, and I want to hear those in the comments. Please definitely put in the comments what you think I should add to the list or subtract from the list based on your taste, and we shall tarry no more, so let's relate. Now, let's talk about my top favorite 16 songs. Now, 16 is the number that I really just was very carefully calculating up to. I started from 1 and then I just got to 16. But I feel like there's a lot more because in general, I just love holiday music and there's really not too many tunes that I'm like, skip. I will let them all play out because I just enjoy the season and why not have the variety, right? But I'm going to give you guys 16 songs today. So we're going to count backwards. Number 16, Justin Bieber, Mistletoe. Love that song. It was actually, when I discovered Mistletoe, I don't think it was when it first came out. I think I discovered it a little bit late, but I was really pleasantly surprised because I don't generally love pop or newer music in terms of like holiday music. I don't generally love it. Although I do have some songs on here that you guys are gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, girl, yeah. I enjoy more classical sounds, but this sound, it's like pop R&B-ish. I love the sound of this particular song. If you don't know it, go look it up. It's pretty popular, so you probably do know it. But that's my number 16. So number 15, and I don't really think this should be number 15, but I had to put these in some type of order, okay? So I was just kind of listing as I could think of songs, and that would be Mary J. Blige's Mary Did You Know? Now, it's funny because they're both named Mary here, and I love that, but man, the instrumentation on this song is so beautiful. The piano and the violin together, you know, contrasted with Mary's raspy voice and just kind of the emotion that she always has in her voice. Those things just kind of juxtaposing each other is really beautiful. It's a really perfect coupling, and I think adds a different level of sentiment to this particular song that I'm very familiar with, and that actually does appear on this list a couple of times. Number 14, Stevie Wonder and Andrew Day, Someday at Christmas. I love that song. I think this song is a really good grief to hope kind of Christmas song. It's one of those songs that is for people that are maybe not experiencing all of the joy but want to have all of the joy during the holiday season. It feels very grounded. It feels real. You know, because like holiday songs can feel a little bit like a removal from reality, but this particular song feels real. It feels like it's balancing reality with the holiday. And I love that. I appreciate that one. Number 13 is Jackson 5, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now listen, we got to have a bop, okay? That one is going to have you on your feet at the Christmas party. It is a classic. We will always hear it forevermore. There's never going to be a time where that song is not playing on the radio or playing at your holiday parties. Santa Claus just got to come to town, and we need to hear it from their voices. We need to hear Michael. Number 12, Boys to Men, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Let me tell you, that song, it's so smooth. It feels like a hug. It feels like hot cocoa on a snowy night. I love that song. It's very beautiful. That is now considered a classic, I guess. We're in the year 2025, and that's a pretty old song now. Number 11 is Luther Vandross or Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé, I like his voice. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Now hold on. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let me tell you, that song is burned into me it has to be played. That's one of the songs that if it's not on your list, something might be wrong with you. I'm a little concerned for you. In whatever variation, because there's plenty of them out there. It's not just these two that have sang that song, but whatever variation you're listening into, you need to be listening to that one. Number 10, Angels We Have Heard on High. Okay, now we getting into the glory songs. Okay, Gloria in excelsis Deo. I have a little bit of a in my throat right now, so don't judge too much, okay? And I'm definitely not warmed up, you guys. I love that one though. Angels We Have Heard on High, gots to be on the list. I sang that way too many times as a child for it not to be, okay? Number 9, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. Sorry, y'all, that's not my number 1. I love the song because it's kind of a default. You have to love it. I love the song. I actually don't listen to it that much, but I do love it. And I think I don't listen to it that much because it is always the first song that we hear for the holiday season, ringing the holiday season in. It's not overrated by any means. It definitely is played a lot though. So I don't even have to seek it out. It will seek me. So this next one is kind of like a 9.2. And that is the King Cole Trio Christmas song. The Christmas song, I think is the name of it. Yeah, the Christmas song. So chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Listen, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. That song, classic. That's true classic, okay? You need that one too. Now, that particular one is probably number 1 for a lot of people because truly it's immutable. It is one of those classics that will never not be. Number 8, the Nutcracker Ballet. Now, I told you guys, I love the Nutcracker Ballet. You may not love it, and that's fine. I'm talking about the whole ballet, though. So not just one song from the ballet, although I love the Sugar Plum Fairies. I think that's probably my favorite. But yeah, Nutcracker Ballet is in there. It probably should be higher on the list as well, but I have to number these, so it is what it is. Number 7, Oh Holy Night. Pentatonic specifically. Oh my gosh. I could sing this song. Oh, their version of this song is beautiful. When I worked, there was a company I worked for when I lived in New York City, and we had a cappella group come in and sing Christmas carols, like a couple of the days on the weekend before, something like that, before Christmas. And it was amazing. We gave them all hoodies, so they were all dressed in like colorful hoodies. They looked like ornaments. And they came in and they sang. It wasn't pentatonics. I don't think it was pentatonics, but you guys, this was a really long time ago. This was in like 2010 maybe. So it could have been pentatonics that literally was up in that store. Like, I'm not even joking, because it was a small group and they sang a cappella. I don't know. Nonetheless, pentatonics, this one, Oh Holy Night. Number 6 is Dean Martin's I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm. I love this song because this song isn't really about anyone else. Now, maybe you could say it's about someone else, but just the thought of all these things going on around, but I've got my love to keep me warm. Winter's coming down. Those are not the lyrics, but like, I've got my love to keep me warm, and just how special that is during the holiday season when it can kind of feel like sometimes we are alone and we don't have anything, but we have love. We have love, either love from God or love from a companion, or just the love that we contain within ourselves to keep us warm. And I don't know. I love the meaning of that song. Number 5 is Donny Hathaway, This Christmas. Now, this is a classic, and it's never going to get old, ever. Fight me on it. Number 4, Santa Baby. Santa Baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. My dog is coming out on that one. He must like that one too. This one is cutesy. It's flirty. And, you know, with Eartha Kitt's alternative classic girl style, it just kind of resonates with the side of her that many tried to access and possess, but they could not. Hello. Her vocals on this are not overly done. They're really simple. And, you know, she's just feigning innocent, though. There's some really interesting things if you really listen to the song that she's saying. And it's kind of like, oh, There's definitely something else going on there. And this is definitely a great tune for hubby and wifey, if you know what I mean. Santa baby, hurry up, hurry down that chimney, okay? I might have to cut that out. Lord help me. I love Eartha Kitt, God rest her. Number 3, Jesus by Eddie James. Now, this may be unfamiliar for a lot of you, or maybe not. If you are a Christian and you have heard any or seen any Christmas plays or Easter plays, this song may have been used for a very long, because the song is like 12 minutes long. Woo, you guys, this song is moving to me. It's different. It's not like a classic Christmas song at all, but it can be sung at Christmas because we're talking about Jesus, the birth of Jesus. And then we talk about, kind of traverses like his full life. So it's a full life celebration of Jesus, not just his birth, but also his death and resurrection. And so anyway, I love this particular one. This is very moving for me, and it wasn't moving enough for it to need to be this high on the list for me. So if you haven't heard that one, go look it up. You need to hear it. Number 2 is basically Pentatonix Everything. And I know I mentioned Pentatonix already. Their holiday albums always are just hitting all ways. You could just put them on and play, and it will almost never be a skip, like for real. But in particular, O Come, Emmanuel, and Mary Did You Know. Now, I said Mary Did You Know is going to be on this list again. It absolutely is, as Pentatonix was on here twice. But O Come, Emmanuel. I had this moment when I lived in LA where my car, no, this wasn't when my car was totaled. I had a car accident, and my car was out of my possession for like 2 months. So I had a rental, and then the amount of time for the rental wore out, and there was like recalls and stuff on my vehicle that had to be handled, and they had to order the parts, and it was just a whole thing. So it took 2 months to get my car back. So there was a whole month, because I only had the rental car for a month, and then there was a whole month that I had no vehicle. So I was riding the city bus to and from work, and it was during the winter. It was in December to January. And I will never forget that, listening to Pentatonix. It's like burned in my memory. Listening to Pentatonix while on the city bus, riding to and from work, long days, because taking the city bus 11 miles in LA is like a long day. The route that I had to go, long day. God bless anybody that takes public transportation on a daily basis and that's their mainstay, because there are some long days. But I would listen to this song just over and over and over on repeat. And I have even just this memory of this certain road where I would listen to this song on, I don't know, I was just so fixated on this certain road. I would always hear it, and that's like burned in my memory. Anyway, O Come, Emmanuel. Beautiful, beautiful. And Mary Did You Know, my mom used to sing that one all the time at church as a young girl. She probably still sings it at her church, but that one also it's just near and dear to my heart, and Pentatonix version is very nice. Numero 1. I don't want to say this is the top of the list and that the others are lesser, because that just doesn't seem right, but I think it is actually Carol of the Bells. Carol of the Bells. Listen, that's my jam. Give it to me in classic, give it to me in EDM, give it to me in R&B, pop. I don't care what the rendition is and what the genre is. It's going to hit. Give it to me in rock. I'll take it. Hark How the Bells. Carol of the Bells. That's what it's called. Carol of the Bells. Definitely my song. It just has that ethereal kind of sound with the classic, like Catholic choir, in the background. I love it. It's giving gothic. And I'm not even a gothic person, but I just love the gothicness of the background of that song, and it just, I just love it. You cannot go wrong with Carol of the Bells either. So that is my list, ladies. I want to hear your comments below about the songs that you love from my list and the ones that you'd be like, girl, no, that one got to go. Anything that you'd like to add as well, I'd love to hear about it. And of course, don't stop loving yourself first, because guess what? You have to also be able to go and love your neighbor. I will see you guys next time.